Well, Glyn, with just 9 games to go this season, is the squad in good shape for the home straight?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's only Paul Osu who's going to be missing for a few weeks. Hopefully, might get back at the end of the season, but looking doubtful. And Will's got to go ahead from the specialist yesterday to go out on the grass and do some work with Chris McConnell, the sports scientist. So he, hopefully, fingers crossed, he's back. So that looks like we've got a full complement to choose from.
And the lads who played in midweek in the development squad, like Anthony Wordsworth, are they close to being included?
Yeah, they need minutes. I mean, Woody had 45, Adam Musgrave 70, Mitch had 70. We're just conscious that, with the 9 games running, everybody needs to be fit and up to speed and ready to, if needed, to give their all for the club.
The coaching team really got the best out of the squad during the run-in last season. What will be the important factors in repeating that this time around?
Well, I think it's just to relax and not get tense and het up. I mean, there's 9 games. 9 games. People are targeting certain games and thinking there's going to be a walkover. But there's games that we've surprised some results. We could potentially win any of them 9. So it's just making sure that we give our chance over the end of it and grab as many as we can.
And you hinted at it there, but it's a big factor for the coaching team to take that pressure off the players in a way.
Well, I mean, I don't feel the pressure, and we're trying to put that back onto the team. I mean, you look at where we was last year and where we are now. It's chalk and cheese. We've got a lot of this squad stayed up, did the Mission Impossible last year, and that experience. So we're in a good place. A lot of the teams around us haven't experienced that, and we have. So there's a good feeling. There's a knowledge of how to go about it, and it's not to panic. And there might be some results that don't go away. Some do go away. And it's just making sure that we're fit and ready to do what's required.
And 3 games unbeaten, which is real positive at this stage of the season. What do you think the team could have improved upon during those games?
Well, I mean, the last game, the Bolton one, Kwesi's goal. We've looked at it. Some great footage from the side that could have gone either way. VAR might have helped us, but we don't get that down here, and that's an error that maybe they're things that could go your way, sometimes don't. We didn't get that win, although I felt if we'd have scored that goal we would have done. But that's gone, and we just got to make sure that we defend as we have done, because we've been defending brilliantly and throwing our bodies in the way, and it's just a set piece or a flash of brilliance, just a few more shots and maybe a ricochet or a little bit of luck goes our way. So they say it evens itself out. Hopefully, the Kwesi one will do.
In terms of Doncaster this weekend, you'll know all about them, multi-played them 3 times.
Yeah.
Does that help?
I think so, yeah. I mean, we drew them at home and felt we could have beat them in the cup, and got beat away when we should have gone ahead. So and we beat them at home in the league. So I thought at that time it was a good test of where we were, and because again, they're on the edge of the playoffs, and it strengthened their team as well. So they're looking to go to the playoffs, and we more than matched them. So it's one we go in without any fear, and one that we're looking forward to.
A good attacking display on the road last time when we played away at Gillingham. Are we expecting a similar approach this time?
Well, I hope so. I mean, we've got to go with the same attitude, the same desire. It was a tough game there, and it's going to be a tough game on Saturday. It'll be a different test, be more of a footballing test, and they've got some really good footballers. And as like I say, they've improved their squad with some big signings. So we've just got to make sure that we do what we need to do. I spoke to before about the game plan. We know how we can beat these. We know what we need to do, and we need to put that into place. And we're good at home. We're doing okay at home. Perhaps we've got a couple more draws than we could do with. But it's away recently hasn't been too bad as well. So perhaps we can pick up some points on the road.
And a visit to Plough Lane earlier in the week. What did that do for giving you that indication of what's to come with this club and giving you that encouragement?
It's a shame I can only take 6. I mean, there were 6 players down there. I wish we could have took the whole lot, because I mean, some people say it's a distraction. I think it's a massive incentive. There's a big carrot dangled in front of us, and when you go down and you get a feel for it and you get a look of it, that's where we want to be. We want to stay in this league and bring Division 1 football to that magnificent stadium. So it's something that we're striving for, and something that we're well aware of, and something that we aim to complete.